baby! Today on the channel, Marvel Legends Retro Wave, Gambit and Rogue. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are unboxing the brand new Marvel Retro Wave X-Men series, Gambit and Rogue. Two extremely popular characters, and one that a lot of people have been wanting a reissue of, and the time is now, and we're going to find out how both of these stack up to their previous counterparts. But before we do that, for all your Marvel Legends needs, hit up Big Bad Toy Store, link in the description below. So here we go, very exciting times. As you guys know, these were part of a big Target Retro Wave end cap collection series this November, and Rogue being the one everybody has wanted. A lot of people missed out on that old Rogue from, I don't know, was it 4 or 5 years ago now? I really like that Rogue. I was happy to have that in my collection, so I wasn't as worried as a lot of people are to get this Rogue. But I tell you what, Rogue is a key X-Men character. You have to have that Rogue in your collection. So I'm very happy for a lot of you guys that are finally getting a Rogue in your set. So we'll see. We're going to compare that Rogue to the previous Rogue, and we're going to do the same thing with the Gambit. Gambit, not as many people were asking for, as that figure's still fairly easy to find. I think I may like this Gambit a whole lot more, though. We'll see when we get to it, but let's talk Rogue first. That's the one everybody wants to talk about, so that's where we're going to start. So let's look at the packaging. There she is. I've said it before, I love the carding on this figure, and I love it on all the retro figures. I love the hard, thick cardboard back. You can't damage this unless you're really trying to, which is great for you mint-on card collectors. Rogue looks good in there with her extra hands. I do think this one, when we first saw prototypes, I was very down on this figure. I did not like it. It's grown on me since I've seen it in person. I still hate this card art face. I just think that face is just absolutely atrocious. I don't know. You got the little Marvel Comics logo up here. I wonder if that is a thing of things to come up there. You got Storm, which just got re-released. You got Gambit and Rogue, of course. But then you got Wolverine. We've had Wolverine in the past, but you guys know Marvel, you know Hasbro. They are going to milk that Wolverine. There's probably Wolverines in the past that maybe are harder to get that people are looking for. Maybe the traditional animated series colors, stuff like that. We did get that in that 3-pack kind of. But I could see them putting a Wolverine in this for future exclusives. Something tells me this Target exclusive wave will continue. I don't know anything, but that's just what my gut's going to tell me, because I think this was a very good launch for these on November 29th. But I do like the packaging here. It says Power Absorption. I don't know why it just says that for Rogue. I guess that is her power, but it seems kind of weird. Marvel's Rogue down here at the bottom. Like I said, I hate the artwork on this, but I love the Uncanny X-Men and the whole packaging. And actually, looking at this figure, I think this is a slam dunk. I think this is 100 times better than the prototype looks. You know, I don't know if the cameraman just wasn't getting the picture the right way, the angle, the light. I'm definitely not a photographer, but this definitely looks a heck of a lot better in person, I think. I really like that it comes with that gloved hand, the glove hand holding the other glove, and then the bare hand, because you know if Rogue touches somebody's skin, she absorbs their powers. So that's kind of cool. You can do that in your own collection if you wanted to. Let's read the back here. Marvel's Rogue. Rogue can absorb superpowers, personality traits, strength, and even memories from others with a single touch, making her capabilities in any matchup nearly limitless. Those talents have naturally led her to be a leader among the X-Men. Couldn't have said it better myself, really. There is the old back of the package. So let's get down to it. Let's open this one up. Let's see what's going on here. Let's take a look. Coming off clean. Clean as could be, I guess. There it is. There's the old packaging with nothing in it. But see you later. Woo! See ya. Plastic prison shot, of course. There it is. She always reminded me, Rogue, of a young Rue McClanahan from the Golden Girls. I don't know if it was just her kind of southern voice or what, but she just always reminds me of her. I don't know. Anybody else have that? That seems kind of weird, doesn't it? But whenever I hear her voice and I see her, I always think of from the Golden Girls there, old Rue. What a name, Rue. Rue, Rogue, maybe that's part of it too. I don't know. All right, we're out. We're out. See you later. What a mess. Solid figure. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know if I've ever did this big of a turn from absolutely hating a head scan on a picture, the prototype of the glamour shot we saw, to actually seeing it in hand. It is immensely better in hand. Totally better. I really do like that a lot. There she is. I love the green and the yellow, how that pops. This really pops. She does have the jacket on. We know a lot of these guys do have jackets. Cyclopses came with a jacket. Black Widows came with a jacket. I wouldn't even be shocked if this isn't the same as the Black Widow jacket. I'd have to take a look at that. She does come with these little bands here around her legs. These are similar to Cyclops, and I think Havoc had them and a few others. They are movable. They could fall down on you. That is annoying. I wish this was built into the sculpt, but it's not. She does have a loose belt around the waist. And then we talked about the jacket. Got great X-Men logo on the side there. That's very cool. Nice attention to detail. And then, of course, she got her brown and white hair with her green bandana. A very solid figure. Very solid. Like I said, this is really good. This is top-notch figure for me. I've really done a total 180. If you can even go past 180, I went around a couple of times. I'll probably use this new hand they gave her with, holding her other glove. I think that is a really cool attention to detail, something new. And then, of course, we got the mystical hand. We've seen this many a times with your Acostas, Joe Costas, your Scarlet Witches, and stuff like that. So, but man, solid figure. No paint issues on this one, as I could see, getting a green into the white, or white, yellow. I need to learn my colors. But very, very solid. Typical articulation that you see on the female figures as well. Let's compare it to the old Rogue. So there's got a lot of reuse here. Definitely a lot of reuse. Same jacket. A lot of it's exactly the same. The belt doesn't have those these little things that I was talking about that go up and down on the old one. But everything else is pretty close, except a brand new head sculpt, of course. And then much lighter yellow and green compared to the metallic green and almost an orangish yellow on the old school one. So there you go. So this is the old school one that set the world ablaze in the last few years. Everybody's been looking for this Rogue. I'm just glad I got it, for retail back in the day. And there's people paying hundreds of dollars for this. Well, not hundreds of dollars, but maybe $150 for this one. And, that sucks if you paid $150 for this like 3 months ago. And then now all of a sudden this one came out for, buy two, get one free. Oof. I mean, it's happened to the best of us, that's for sure. They just announced the new Ultron Ultron comic edition figure coming out from Marvel. I just bought that Marvel Select because I didn't think I'd ever get one. Here we are, but I was only out $20. I'm not talking hundreds here. But if I had to compare the two, I definitely like the new one. I'm shocked to say that. I like the new one. I can't believe it. I never thought that would happen. Both solid, great figures, but I got to give it to the new one. I don't know. Something about it. I like the yellow and greens better. I like the color of the coat better. And the head sculpts are pretty close. I like both head sculpts, but something about this one wins out for me. So there you go. For you guys that are on the fence, definitely pick up this. I was going to say bad boy, but we'll call it a bad girl since it is Rogue after all. But very, very, very solid figure. So there we go. Let's take a look at Gambit. All right, next up in the retro wave, we have Gambit. More so than Rogue. Everybody was clamoring, wanting a new Rogue. There wasn't that groundswell of want with Gambit. But I'm not opposed. I loved Gambit. I'm a kid of the 90s comic book time generation, and Gambit was all the rage for the X-Men team, as most of you guys know around this time. I loved the Gambit Toy Biz figures back in the day. I love Gambit now. So I'm okay with a second Gambit in my collection. Just like we did with Rogue, we'll compare it to the previous Gambit as well. But let's take a look at the package. We know that package. We love that package as of now. There's Gambit on the front. Cool card accessories with him. Brand new head sculpt. We'll compare it to the last one like we said. What's it say over here? Battle staff. So he comes with a battle staff. Everybody's got to have a battle staff one time in their life. The back, Gambit has the ability to mentally charge objects with explosive kinetic energy. Remy LeBeau relies on his superior card-throwing abilities and lightning-fast reflexes to turn the tide of battle in favor of the X-Men. I mean, I always thought it was really cool that Gambit would throw cards and stuff, but why wouldn't you do something a little more effective? Like, I get he charges the cards and bam, there it is, but get a bunch of marbles in your pocket and just start winging marbles at people that are charged up or something, or rocks, I don't know. But Gambit, I mean, obviously cards are a lot cooler. But there's the back of the package. There it is. What a throwback to the old Toy Biz days. Absolutely love it. See no paint problems on this one at all. Very, very solid. Solid, solid, solid. If you're a Gambit fan, I'm sure there's a lot of you guys out there. Deadpool, Gambit, Wolverine. I mean, those were some of our 90s favorites. It's good to have them back. Can I get this open? It's fighting me. That thick card's tough. It'll fight you. There it is. Got it out. See you later. Oh, yeah, there it is. Love that 90s hair. Like a young Zach Morris or a young Kyle Peterson. There it is. Bust out the hands. A lot more accessories than Rogue. You got all these cards. You got the card hand. You got the staff, of course. Bust that out. And there goes Gambit. See you later. Oh, boy. Here it is. Let's look at this staff first. I believe this is the same staff as the previous. Get a little reuse out of it. Got a little bend into it. Not surprised there. You got the cool card throwing hand. Always love this one. How cool is that? Just nice effects. You got your traditional, just regular hand. And then you got him just holding the Ace of Spades. Like a young Lemmy Kilmister. Very cool. Like all those things. Now let's look at the paint and everything. This is the Gambit. When I think of Gambit, this is how Gambit looks. I did prefer, or at the time, the previous Gambit we got. But when I like the lighter coat. I like the lighter color coat. Throwback to Toy Biz Series 1 and a later Toy Biz Gambit. And we'll actually show those here too at the end of the video. We'll show some old school from my personal collection back in the day. But there he is. Look at that. That is tremendous. I absolutely love this figure. Slam dunk on Rogue, slam dunk on Gambit. I got to compare the other one to see what I prefer. There's the back of the coat. Nice detail on the back of the coat. Not soft goods, but something like this, I prefer the plastic than the soft goods. Great articulation there. All your traditional articulation with Marvel Legends. I don't need to walk you guys through that. You've seen it all at this point. But very solid. Let's get out the old one. I got him ready to go with his staff and his cards. I like the attention to detail. So they added the cards to this. We showed this. It has the cards there. The old school one has no cards on it. It's just effects. I guess I didn't realize that. If you would have asked me, I would have said, oh yeah, the cards are on there. Obviously, they're not. So definitely a step in the right direction. I will probably use this on my new Gambit, and then I'll use this one on the old Gambit. And you kind of mix and match your accessories a little bit. So I think that is really cool. Obviously, the biggest difference between these two is the head sculpt and the jacket color. You got a much darker brown, probably more early comic related, where this is almost more animated edition. And then the hair. I don't know which hair I like more. He's got some scruff on this head scan and kind of a straight up hairdo, where this is more kind of a flopping, no scruff. Besides that, I mean, it's just a light. It's a lot like Rogue. You got the brighter purple and more of a metallic purple on this one. But very close. Similar but different would be the words I would use. Both very solid, but once again, I'm giving it to the new one. I don't know if it's, hey, you got a new shiny toy, so that's what you like better. I'm not sure if that's the case totally, but I like this new Gambit. I'm going to probably be all in on this one over this. The old ones are good. They're still going to have a place in my collection, but if you have to choose between two, definitely get these brand new 2 ones. I think they are much better, much improved. I really, really do like those. I should show you off my old school Gambits here. How about this? I remember thinking this Gambit at the time was the coolest thing ever. And now it's kind of, you look back, you say, oof, not good. There it is. He had a soft goods jacket. I always took it off because I hated that, like, pleather. It wasn't even pleather. It was like a vinyl soft. I don't know. I'm sure a lot of you guys had this one. Cool at the time, not so much anymore. And then a few years later, they updated and they came out with this one, which I always thought was very solid. Love this Gambit. Very similar to this one, really. I mean, you do the comparison of the two, and it's pretty much the same type of figure. But this was a favorite of mine as a kid. I want to say this came out in maybe 93, 94. I got the cards, all that kind of stuff. But really enjoyed this one as a kid. And then I should just show this. I didn't show it earlier, but there's that Rogue, that classic Rogue from the Toy Biz days. Another terrible figure, but I really liked this one back in the day. So there's a lot to unpack here between Gambit and Rogue. But great figures all around. I'm blown away. I had, I don't want to say low expectations. My expectations were not extremely high for both of these, but they both blew them out of the water, where I would strongly recommend you guys go out there and get both of them. So you guys tell me in the comments, are you getting both of these? Did you pass on these? Are you on the fence? If you're on the fence, you know, I'm voting for you to get a second set, especially if you could have got them at a good deal. Target will have a lot of just good deals, I'm sure, before the end of the year that you can probably maybe pick these guys up at. Got to get a restock in, though, for most people, I'm sure. But leave me in the comments your thoughts. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Put your notifications on. So for Rogue, Gambit, I'm Kyle. I'll see you guys all real soon.